This 3.5 hour series of videos presents the most detailed online description available regarding the Watkin Path. It should be of interest to walkers, wild swimmers, photographers and drone pilots. We explore the ancient oak woodland, open mountainside, waterfalls and pools, Cwm Dyli, the South Snowdon slate quarry, the strenuous ascent to Betws-y-Coed, spectacular views to the lakes and Crib Goch, the tricky scree slope, and finally to the summit with its panoramic views. Make sure you view the other episodes linked below, ideally in sequence. If you walk the path, why not leave some comments below for the benefit of others? Today we'll be climbing Snowdon, and our journey will begin at Llanrwst near Betws-y-Coed. Some months ago, looking towards Snowdonia from the wind farm above Llanrwst, there was still a lot of snow on the mountains. We're travelling southwest down the Carnarvon range towards Snowdon. Helen. Driven. Crib Goch, Ddysgl behind it, Snowdon and Llanrwst on the left. In later episodes, we'll often look back towards this wind farm. From the Cwm Dyli viewpoint, we could look into the Snowdon horseshoe, and today we'll visit that location again and explore it in more detail. On the left of Snowdon, you can just make out the scree slope on the Watkin Path. This episode will take us to Betws-y-Coed, Capel Currig, Brennan, pen-y-gwryd, and finally to the Bethania carpark at mountainside. Even if you're not travelling in that direction, there is a lot of information that you may find useful for the future. Other episodes will take us through the ancient oak woodland at the start of the walk, past the quarry tramway incline on the hillside, and then a diversion to the waterfalls and beautiful blue wild swimming pools. Through the wooden gate to the hydroelectric weir, past the slate quarry manager's cottage, and onwards to the Gladstone Rock. From there we continue towards the slate quarry, maybe seeing feral goats on the way. Hopefully you found the going fairly easy so far, because now the real work begins at the steep steps. Later on we'll be able to look back from the scree slope and see just how steep the next bit is. Once we reach the bulks, we're rewarded with some spectacular views as we make our way to the scree slope. Once past that, it's a short walk to the summit and we join the bustling crowds. For those who may be interested, the video footage includes slow motion, time-lapse, underwater, infra-red, panning panoramas and drone shots. We're leaving the wind farm behind us now and heading towards the small town of Llanrwst. According to the mountain weather forecast, today should be sunny with good visibility, and the Park Authority webcam is showing a clear view of the mountain. Just remember though that Snowdonia is one of the wettest places in the UK, so good luck when you visit. Down the hill to Llanrwst, an ancient town once the centre of the wool industry and well known for its clock and harp making. At Betws-y-Coed we join the A5, a coach road built by Thomas Telford for transporting Irish MPs from London to Holyhead. There are a couple of late night convenience stores here, useful if you're camping in the area. Although not shown, we soon pass the Swallow Falls and Dudley House tourist attractions and then approach Dolgam. The Dolgam campsite is on the left. It's a quiet site that doesn't allow dogs, caravans or rowdy groups. At Capel Corrig we pass the Bringlow car park, a popular starting point for walks to Moel-Siobod. The Pen-y-gwryd Inn is well known for its replica Royal Mail stagecoach that celebrates its location on the London to Holyhead coach route. This is the award-winning Moel-Siobod Cafe. It's well regarded for its meals and is popular with walkers. On the right is Plas Corrig, a converted Victorian farmhouse, the only 5-star hostel in Wales and described as the UK's poshest hostel. There's a bus stop outside. Further ahead we'll be turning left to take the Llanberis and Caernarfon road. Brennan National Mountain Sports Centre is next up. They have numerous courses for climbing, hiking and canoeing, as well as courses for those who want to be professionally qualified outdoor instructors. They have a shop where you can buy or hire equipment. You can even practice climbing a wall or capsizing a canoe. We continue past the twin lakes Brennan used for their canoe training. It's really just a single lake, but over time a delta has built up in the middle. We're still in Conway County and roadside parking here is free, but over the border in Gwynedd it is not. We're now over the border and approaching pen-y-gwryd, maybe the inspiration for the name of the P-Y-G track, the pig track. The Pen-y-gwryd Hotel is on the T-junction that leads up to Pen-y Pass, and it's where the 1953 Everest expedition members often held reunions. If you want to go to Pen-y Pass, the chances of getting a parking space are very slim, although you can get lucky at any time of day. Instead, you can park on the reinforced grass verges and pay and display, and either spend 20 minutes walking along the footpath or catch the Sherpa bus. Don't be tempted to park beyond this clearway sign. It's common to see dozens of cars there with penalty notices on their windscreens. Heading downhill, we reach the Cwm Dyli viewpoint. From here we get an excellent view into the so-called Snowdon horseshoe and even our first glimpse of the Watkin path. That means, of course, that at a certain point on the path we can look back and see the viewpoint in the distance. That will be from the Scree slope. On the left, Gath de Wenath is in the foreground, followed by the Llanrwst peaks and then Snowdon, Bethania and Crib Goch. A closer view of Snowdon shows the Watkin Scree slope on the left, then down the Llanrwst path to where it meets the pig track and on to Bethania and Crib Goch once again. At the time of today's walk, the upper part of the Watkin Scree slope is being made safer. You can just make out the black helibags that contain small boulders used for that work. This shows the pig track zigzags and the finger stone where the pig track meets the Llanrwst path. When iced over in the winter, that last section has been the scene of a number of fatalities. While we're here, let us look down at the Cwm Dyli hydroelectric power station, Britain's oldest. Commissioned in 1906 and the first to use alternating current, these days it's remotely controlled from Dolgarrog. The pipeline runs up the hillside to Llanrwst. That's the lake the miner's path runs alongside. In this view, Llanrwst is on the left and Snowdon is on the right. Looking to our left, we see Llangwynant, and lower down from a small lay-by, we get a good view of the popular campsite. It's open all year round and in late August and during bank holidays can be particularly busy. If you intend to pitch a tent, whether as a family or as an individual, you can't just make a booking. They operate on a first-come, first-served basis. Although you can walk to the start of the Watkin path from here, you mightn't be so keen to walk back after a long day. After driving along the lake, our journey's almost over and we turn into the Bethania car park. There are no quiet Snowdon car parks these days, and this one will fill up early in the summer when the schools are on holiday. We have a long day ahead of us on what is widely regarded as the most strenuous path up Snowdon. Starting at just 60 metres above sea level, we'll climb to 1,085 metres. Regardless of the weather, it's always wise to carry waterproofs and certainly plenty of fluids, especially water. Regular small energy snacks are also useful. You can park here and get the Sherpa bus to Penny Pass for a different starting point and descend via the Watkin path. However, there's only a couple of suitable buses in the morning, so check the latest timetable. In the toilet block, you're reminded to wear suitable walking boots. Apparently, about 20% of mountain rescue incidents are due to unsuitable footwear. Incidentally, the narrow road along the edge of the car park is an old turnpike. In other words, a road that you had to pay a fee to use. The bridge we are crossing, Bethania, is a listed building because of its special interest as a 19th century three-span road bridge. It was built around 1805 for the new line of the turnpike. The start of the Watkin path is only about 50 metres ahead of us. Before that, looking down the road, you can just see peny-gwryd. This is a very popular eating place with walkers and others. Their menu and prices are on the web. Just make sure you spell caffi Caffi. It's fitting the start of our steep walk starts with some steep steps. So, buckle up and continue with the next episode below.